Hey everybody, today we are going to start out with a static stretch routine. All right, this should be disassociated from your workout and your dynamic stretching. You could actually do this after you do a workout or just anytime during the day, just to get those muscles that you need to work on, um, whether you're doing Spartan race, obstacle course racing, or Just for Life, any of those things, just to get your body prepared to do those things. All right, so the first one we're going to do is a half kneeling hip flex. So from this position, the half kneeling position, we're going to lean forward and really stretch out this hip flexor, and we're going to hold that for 30 seconds. I'm on my watch, so if you're already started, go ahead and continue to hold that position. As you go through time, you'll be able to get further and further into this stretch. Depending on your flexibility at the time of start and how diligent you are of getting these stretches in, it's going to determine how far down you're going to be able to get. So really stretch this hip flexor out for this particular exercise. All right, we're about 30 seconds, so we're going to switch. So the other knee on the ground, and I will switch around so you can see this a little bit better. Half kneeling position, lean into that hip flexor. Really stretch it out. You should feel that stretch down your quad through this hip flexor. Try to keep those shoulders back. You should really feel that stretch up and down this part of your body. Those are usually pretty tight, especially if you sit a lot, and they get tighter and tighter. Right. Got about 10 more seconds here. All right. Good job. So you can even do those, at any time during the day when you have some time to take a little break from whatever you're doing. All right, for our next exercise, we're going to do a 90-90 stretch. So we are putting our legs at 90 degrees. I like to call this like side running man, so to speak, because it looks like you're running on the side. So this leg at 90 degrees, this leg at 90 degrees. What we're going to try to do is try to keep our torso upright and kind of lean into it. You should feel this stretch really across your backside. A little bit in your legs, but mostly in that backside. Stretch that muscle. You're really stretching that muscle that gets attached to your hip on the outside and back through the middle and goes across your glutes. Right? All right, that's been about 30 seconds. So we're going to switch, face the other direction. Those legs at 90 degrees, side running man. Keep the torso straight, lean into it. Don't bend your spine. Keep that spine nice and straight so you can get a stretch. You're not really rolling your back out. All right, looking good. Hold that position. All right, excellent. So for our next stretch, it's going to be a kneeling stretch as well. But this time we're going to stretch our leg out this way. This is a half kneeling adductor stretch. Our hands are out in front. All right, we're going to come forward, and then we're going to lean back into that and try to get as low as you can into that down towards your heel. So trying to bring that butt down towards your heel. You should really feel that stretch right in here. We're holding that for 30 seconds. That's good. That leg nice and straight. All right. So next we're going to switch. Bring the other knee down. The other leg out. And keep that foot flexed. See my foot is flexed. Sit back. Really feel that stretch right here, your adductors. With that stretch. All right, excellent. Moving right along. Next, we got our half kneeling hamstring stretch. This one, we're going to be kneeling, bringing that leg out. Turn this way a little bit. There we go. So, keeping our spine in this half kneeling position. And we're going to try to keep that back as flat as we can. Lean into this leg a little bit. Again, you should really feel the stretch in that hamstring, that back of your leg. I can really feel mine stretched out. You can always feel that muscle to make sure that it is engaged or stretching. Really feel it being stretched on this one. Good, looking good. 30 seconds. Let's go ahead and switch. So we're switching legs. And then up, straightening the spine, leaning in, tipping that toe towards our body. You can balance yourself a little bit, do what you need to do, but you should really feel that stretch in the back of your leg. The age, we tend to get tighter if we don't really work on these things. I can feel that I'm really tight as well. So even if you've been at this a long time, still could use some stretching. All right, excellent. Next, we're going to do a prone lat stretch. So you have a very thin little pillow. This is probably a little bit bigger than it needs to be. We're going to lay on our belly for this one. Right? And we're going to bend our elbows up. All right, and really stretch the lats. Now, when you elevate those a little bit, you can even get more into that stretch. To get down there, you should really feel that in your back stretching out. Make sure you breathe when you're doing this. Make sure you're really hydrated before you stretch as well. Super important part of stretching to be hydrated. Hit me up if you have more questions about hydration. All right. So that felt pretty good. Pretty good. All right, before we go to the other stretch, push this back a little bit. This is going to be our neck stretch. So we're going to lean our head to one side and really stretch this arm out this way. You should really feel that stretch right up in through your neck. So just hold that for 30 seconds, get a good stretch on that neck. All right, let's bring the other arm out and stretch the other side. Really get as big as elongation as you can. All right. So we have one more stretch in this routine, and it's going to be a pectoral stretch. So let me get into the forward here. You can see this a little bit better. So this is half kneeling as well. So we are putting our arm in the door jamb, half kneeling position, and pushing through the door jamb with our body. And what you're going to be feeling is a stretch right across your back. So I can really feel it across. It almost feels like it's in your shoulder a little bit and opening up, coming down. Again, 30 seconds for all of these. Obviously, if you have more time, you can spend more time doing that. But this is a good 10 minutes of just stretching these muscles. All right, so I'm going to go to the other side. Same thing, switch knees, push through with your body. Keep that spine straight. Feel that stretch. So your arm should be at about a 90-degree angle when you're pushing through. Right, you got this. All right, awesome. So that's our stretch routine for today. Remember, the reason why we're doing this is to be life ready. So let's do these stretches to be life ready, and we'll catch you on the next one.